Hi everyone, my name is Mark Gasman and I work for Rio Hondo College. Today I'm going to be showing you how to submit an online Rio Hondo application, which is one of the necessary steps needed for you to take a dual enrollment course. So let's go ahead and get started. To get to the Rio Hondo application, you're going to start by visiting Rio Hondo's website. That's riohondo.edu. Or you could just Google Rio Hondo College and it's the first link. Okay, so whatever you're using, your phone or your laptop, let's start by going there, riohondo.edu. Once you're there, this is what our homepage looks like. You're going to scroll down just a little bit until you see this button right here that says Become a Student, Apply Now. Become a Student, Apply Now. Go ahead and click there. You'll now see a page that has different options for student types. Okay, so since this video is for dual enrollment students, let's select the option dual enrollment. From there, you'll see another page. On this page, you'll see a small button that says Apply Now. Okay, so we're going to click there. On this page, it says Application to College. Before applying to a community college, you must first have an open CCC account. CCC stands for California Community College, and we're going to create this account today to apply to Rio Hondo College. But just keep in mind, you'll use this open CCC account for all the other community colleges. So if you're looking to apply to another community college that's local to your area, you'll use the same account. If you've applied to another community college in the past, or maybe you've taken a dual enrollment course before, that means you have one of these accounts already. Okay, so you'll select the sign in option. You'll enter your username and password. And I'll just show you really quickly. So this is for those that have an account already. You'll sign in. If you forgot, there's a forgot option. So you could select that option and there's a process for you to recover your username or password. So just go ahead and do that. If this is your first time applying to a community college or taking a dual enrollment course, this means that you have to create an account. Okay. So right now I'm going to walk through how to create an account. If you're signing in, go ahead and sign in and then just skip forward in the video. But right now I'm going to show you how to create an account. All right. So from here on the bottom left, click Begin Creating My Account. And it starts with some personal information. So let's start by putting in your first name. And I'm going to do this along with you just as an example, okay? So enter your first name, your middle name. Check this box if you don't have a middle name. Enter your last name too. Okay, answer these next 3 questions. If you have a previous name or a preferred name. Next is date of birth. And after date of birth is social security number. So as a dual enrollment student, a social security number is not required. Okay, if you have one and you want to enter it, you could go ahead and do that. You could go ahead and put yes and then enter your social security number. Again, entering a social security number for dual enrollment students is not required. So you do not have to enter it. If you do not want to enter your social security number, you could enter no. right? It says right here, do you have a social security number or tax identification number? You could put no, and then you'll select this box below. It's basically saying that you're not going to provide one at the time. Once Rio Hondo's admissions office sees your application and sees that you're a high school student taking a dual enrollment course, they'll see that you didn't enter a social security number, and that'll be fine. Okay, they'll code you as a high school student taking dual enrollment. Okay. Press continue. The next section is email. So you could use your student email that you have at your high school. That's perfectly okay. Or you could use a personal email. Just keep in mind, if it's a personal email, if it has a period in the beginning portion, the website will filter it as spam. So say, for example, my personal email was rio.hondo@gmail.com. It wouldn't accept that. Okay. If it was Rio Hondo@gmail.com, right? See, there's no period in the beginning. It would accept that. But if you use your student email, and sometimes I know the student emails have like a period in the beginning portion. If it sees it's a student email, the website will accept it. Okay, so enter an email address. Next section is telephone. Enter a telephone number. And right now, the information I'm using is just from, numbers from Rio Hondo, but go ahead and enter yours, your personal, right, email and telephone number. Permanent address, your current home address. Go ahead and enter that here. Gonna enter Rio Hondo's info. Right, so the first line is for the street address, city, state, and then zip code. Okay, if it all looks good, just continue. This next section is username and password. Okay, make sure you follow these requirements. For username, minimum 6 characters. You could use letters, numbers, and special characters. Same thing with password. Just follow these requirements, 7 to 20 characters, letters, and at least 1 number. In the password, if you try to use a special character like an exclamation point or @ sign, it won't accept it. Okay, so just enter a password, repeat it. The next section is security PIN. This is a PIN number that you create on your own just for additional security. So any 4 digits. Okay, we're almost done with the first portion, which is creating our California Community College account. The next section is security questions. Okay, so choose a question and provide an answer. Say, for example, in the future, you try to log in and you forgot your username and password, you'll be prompted to answer one of these questions. Okay. All right. Once you answer all three of these, you could go ahead and select this verification button, and then you could create your account. Okay, so let me go back to mine. All right, so after you click create my account, you'll see a page that looks like this. It'll say my applications, or it might take you directly into the Rio Hondo application. If it takes you to a page that looks like this, you'll click the button in the middle that says start a new application. Okay, go ahead and click there, start a new application. Let me just go back to this one because I did start one earlier. All right, when you click start a new application, you'll see this initial page. It'll say college application. And then on the left, you'll see the different sections we're going to complete. So this is the actual Rio Hondo application, okay? So let's start with enrollment. Enrollment information. So right here, term applying for, you're going to select the term that you're taking a Rio Hondo dual enrollment course. So if you're taking a dual enrollment course in the fall of 2021, you'll select fall 2021. If you're taking a dual enrollment course in spring 2022, right? I know right now it's not showing, but if you're watching this video later, you'll select spring 2022. So it's important that you select the term that you're taking the course, right? So for now, for example, I'm going to select fall 2021. And within this application, there's portions that are not important because you're Rio Hondo still in high school. Okay, so I'll let you know which sections aren't important when we get to them. Okay, term applying for fall 2021. Right here, these next three questions, educational goal, major category, and intended major, all of these are not important as dual enrollment students. So for these next three sections, you could select whatever you choose. Okay, it does not matter. You could select whichever option. Okay. Once we're done with this, you could press continue. And then right now, I'm going to switch to another page, but go ahead and press continue. Okay, on the next page that says account, you'll see your account information. So you're going to see everything that you entered in that first portion when you entered like your name, your phone number, email, all that stuff. You're going to see that here. If you need to change anything, you could click the button that says edit account. Right? Just review it, make sure it all looks good. From there, you'll see a section that says parent guardian info. And then if you scroll below, you'll see a list of bulleted statements. Okay, so look through those statements. If one of those statements is true about you, then select the option at the top. At least one of the following statements is true about me. If none of those statements apply to you, then select the option on the bottom. None of the statements above is true about me. Then it will ask for parent guardian name and relationship. So enter that as well. Parent guardian name and relationship. And then it's going to ask for your mailing address. If your mailing address is the same as your permanent home address, you could select the option saying that it's the same. If it's different, you can enter a different address. Okay. So that's for the account information. Gonna go ahead and switch back. All right. So once you're done with that, you could press continue. The next section is education. Okay, we're on the third section, education. The first thing you will see is college enrollment status. okay? Right here, right? Don't follow mine. Mine looks different than yours. For you, you will select the option that says enrolled in high school and college at the same time, right? On mine, it doesn't show me that, okay? So it's gonna look different. So for you, select the option that says enrolled in high school and college at the same time. Okay. So that's for college enrollment status. All right, again, mine looks a little different than yours. You won't see this high school education portion. You'll see the next section you'll see is last high school attended. So this is for your current high school, okay? So you'll go ahead and answer these questions about country, state, and you're gonna enter right here, you're gonna start typing in the name of your high school, and then a list below is gonna auto-populate, okay? So choose your high school, and then it will show. Right? Just start typing in the first section, Mountain View, high, and then it will pop up below. Right? And this is just an example. Enter the high school that you're currently at. You'll then see high school transcript information. As a dual enrollment student, this section is not important. This could just be an estimation, okay? So you do not need your exact high school transcript info. Okay. Even if, like, say, for example, maybe you're an incoming ninth grader and you haven't taken high school courses yet, that's okay. Again, what's really important is that you have an application in the system, okay? If you're an incoming ninth grader, you could enter whatever you'd like. Okay, so just enter some information here. It's okay if it's not accurate or not, right? It just could be an estimation. Enter the English course you took, the grade you received, and then same thing with math. Math class you took, grade you received, okay? On your application, it also might show a question about college or university. If it is showing on your application, just select, there's a drop-down menu, then select none. Okay, again, it might show you something about a college or university. If it does, select the option that says none or not applicable, okay? All right, so that's the education section. After that, we're gonna continue. The next section is citizenship and military. Okay, so answer these questions how it applies to you. For dual enrollment and also for Rio Hondo College students that are incoming freshmen, right? Being a US citizen or like having a social security number is not required. So Dreamer students can still attend college. Same thing for dual enrollment. So select how this fits you, right? If you are a Dreamer student, you could select other and then select no documents, okay? Again, Dreamer students are able to take dual enrollment courses as well as attend Rio Hondo College after they graduate high school. There is supports for these students on Rio Hondo's campus through the Student Success and Dream Center. So just keep that in mind, you know, if you are thinking about going to Rio Hondo College after you graduate. Okay, so that's for citizenship. And then answer for US military, dependent of military. Select the one that applies to you. And then we're gonna go ahead and continue. All right, California residents, have you lived in for you, it might say parent or guardian. Has a parent guardian lived in California continuously since, and then it'll show a date. All right, go ahead and answer yes or no. Out-of-state activities, for you, it will say parent or guardian. So for this one, since this is just statistical info, again, this is not important for dual enrollment. You could skip this one. You don't have to select any. And then special residency category, if you've been in court-ordered foster care, right? Yes or no. Again, this one is more important for the students that are coming as incoming freshmen to Rio Hondo College, right? After they graduated, because we do have supports for students that have been in the foster care system. Okay. After you select these for residency, you could continue. And then now we're on needs and interests. Okay. Main language, if you're comfortable reading and writing in English, select yes or no. Financial assistance, if you're interested in receiving info about money for college. This is like financial aid and things like that. Right now, this is not important because dual enrollment for you, dual enrollment is free if you're taking it at your high school. The materials are provided too, right? So just answer however you like. For this next one, this is statistical information for our incoming freshmen that have graduated high school. So if you're not sure, that's okay. You can go ahead and put no. And these next questions, athletic interest in programs and services, this section is not important for you. So you could just skip this one, okay? You don't have to select any of these boxes. Right? You don't have to select any of these, athletic interest in programs and services. You could just continue. All right, we're almost there. Okay, 2 more sections left. Demographic info, go ahead and answer how you feel comfortable. Right. Again, you're answering how you feel comfortable. There's also an option that says decline to state, okay? Go ahead and enter your parent guardian education levels if you know them. If you're unsure, then you could select the option that says unknown. Okay, that's okay too. Just after that is race and ethnicity. So go ahead and answer these. The first question is asking if you're Hispanic or Latino, yes or no. And then I'll have you select another option, right? And then once you answer this question, you could continue. All right, supplemental questions. This is not important for dual enrollment students. You do not have to select any of them. Go ahead and continue. And then now we're on the submission page. If you'd like, you could save your answers as a PDF just so you have it for your records. You could also review your application. So if you click review my application, all your answers will show and you could, take a look, make sure everything looks good. All right. These next questions are consent questions, basically saying that you give consent for Rio Hondo to view the information you input in this application. So go ahead and answer how you choose. So that's for consent. And then similar here, consent questions. Take a look if you'd like. And then if you're ready, you could go ahead and select submit my application. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and click there, submit my application. And then you'll see a page that looks like this. 1 second. Okay. You'll see a confirmation page. On the bottom left, you'll see a confirmation number. This is an 8-digit number. All right, so take a picture, a screenshot of that number. If something happens with your application, we could recover it if we have that number from you. Okay, so again, write it down, take a picture, a screenshot. This is the confirmation number for your application. All right, so great job, everyone. Now that you submitted the application, you'll receive 2 emails from Rio Hondo. Okay. These emails from Rio Hondo sometimes get filtered to your junk or spam folder. So check there as well if you don't see these emails. This first email is going to come pretty quickly within the day. And it's basically going to say, thank you for submitting a Rio Hondo application. That's the first email. The second email you will receive, and this is only if this is your first time submitting a Rio Hondo application, okay? The second email you're going to receive comes in 24 to 48 hours, and this one is important because this includes your Rio Hondo student ID number, right? Your student ID number is what you will need to input on your dual enrollment petition form. That's one of the next steps. If you have trouble locating your Rio Hondo ID number, that's in this email, you could always contact me. You're probably watching this video because it's linked in an email that I sent to you. So my contact information is there. If you're having trouble locating this email, contact me. And I could help you locate your ID number. Okay. Along with your ID number, it's going to have your Access Rio username and password. So that's Rio Hondo Student Portal. That's important too, because you'll need to access your student portal. All right, so thanks for watching this video and completing your Rio Hondo application. Go ahead and follow the next steps that are listed on my communication to you so that you could enroll into your dual enrollment course. Thanks.